What's good, everybody? Andrew from Underground. I'm here with TJ with the Scar. How are you doing today, bro?
What it do, man? How you doing? I'm great.
I'm doing good, bro. It's nice to finally meet you.
Likewise.
So we were talking a little before, and you say you're from Compton, California.
Yes, sir.
So is that where you're born and raised? You still live out there?
No, I was born and raised in Compton. I was literally born in Compton. I was born at Martin Luther King Hospital. They zone it as Los Angeles, but everything around the damn hospital is Compton. So
Okay.
I was born and raised in the city of Compton.
And where do you live now? Are you still in LA?
I live in Orange County right now.
Orange County?
Yeah, I mean, it's shit is real in the city. And people from my area, we do it to get our kids out of the city, but put the money back into it. So that's what I'm doing.
Is that a goal of yours? Do you feel like you're successful in doing that so far?
Yeah, no, I've been doing so. Like what I didn't want to do is, like, you have like these toy drives and turkey giveaways. Those are all great, and they've been done for decades and decades. What I came up with, I just like to think out of the box. Like this year I'll be having my 5th annual Christmas tree giveaway in the city of Compton. So that's what I do. It's just like the toys, like kids don't even play with toys these days. They own devices. So like the toy drive is cool, but I just came with something different, and we give away Christmas trees every year in the city of Compton.
So what do you do exactly? You like rent out like a parking lot?
Well, yeah, so one of my guys, he always sell the Christmas trees. So what I do is I negotiate a price with him. I buy at least 100 trees. And we have people to send an email, and we don't want to give them out to anybody. People, I want a tree. It's like, no, send me something. Let us see something to show that you're behind on a bill or something. We don't want to just give it out to anybody just because they free. Mm-hmm. So that's how we run it. That's
awesome. So is that, when you're doing something like that, is that TJ with the Scar? Like, you're doing this as an artist, or are you doing this just as you as a person?
Well, no, I have a foundation. It's called Born and Raised in Compton, and that's the tree giveaway. That's what we run it through. We run it through my foundation.
Okay. When did you start that?
This year will be my 5th year.
This will be the 5th year?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your music. You said that you've been making music since 2000.
Yeah. The first thing that I've ever came out on professionally, I was in a group called the Young Hogs. We had the title track to the Death Row album, Too Gangsta for Radio. And that was the first thing that we came out on with Drayson and the Young Hogs. It was Too Gangsta for Radio. From there, we had 5 songs on Mac 10's album, Ghetto, Gutter, and Gangsta. We had the only rap song in the Paris Hilton movie, House of Wax. Like it was
okay. I've seen House of Wax.
Yeah, so you heard the song. We had the song on there, Bitch Man. We had the only rap song on the soundtrack and in the score of the movie. So it was pretty dope. Put out our own mixtapes, and from there, I've always been in a group. And after a while, life happens after you start to grow up. Life happens. You have family. We start having kids, and people start moving to different parts of the city, and solo thing, it just came about, and I've been rocking solo, and that's what I've been doing.
How long have you been a solo artist for?
The first thing that I put out solo was 2012. I put out a record called My Love. That was in 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So how have you feel like you've adjusted and adapted from going from trying to just battle the music industry as a group when you have that constant support, even just on stage in the studio, to doing things as a solo artist? Do you feel like you've made that transition well?
Yeah, I mean, because as far as the only difference is you writing 8 bars or 16 bars to writing a full song. Like, I'm a writer. Like, that's how I started. Before I was in a group, I started as a solo artist. Mm-hmm. I got put into a group. So it was no real big transition. When I write songs to complete songs. So the transition, it was pretty easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you always going by TJ with the Scar, even when you were in the group, or is that like a new solo artist name?
Yeah, so no, I used to go by TJ Santana.
TJ Santana.
And that was my moniker, TJ Santana. Like, I did that for so long, and like, I just wasn't inspired to do music anymore. Like, before this record I got with Game, I hadn't done music since what, 2018. So it's like 4-year hiatus. Like I wasn't even doing music.
How come? Why'd you take that pause?
Just wasn't inspired. Like I said, I've been doing music since 2000. So there's been ups and downs. We had deals and situations, group members passing away, like life happens. And then in 2016, I started my own t-shirt printing business in the city of Hawthorne. And that's what I've been doing literally for the last 5 years. I got contracts with Mattel, Cedars-Sinai, Kaiser, Manhattan Beach Unified School District. So like that keeps me busy. I got employees that I gotta, watch over. So that's what I've been doing. And then just out of the blue, my homeboy Game called me and was like, yo, I've been looking for you. What you doing? I'm like, shit, I'm at the shop. He like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Like, let's work. You need to get back into the music. He like, send me something. I sent him a record and he sent it back in 24 hours. And this was 2 months ago. And from then, I done got the record out with Game. It's cracking on the radio. It's charting. We just shot the video, 2 weeks ago? So we moving.
So when is do you have like a release date for the video?
Well, they're still editing. I'm going to look at the first draft Friday, and then once we look at that, and then we just take it from there, and then we just coming up with a rollout, and because we got to roll it out nice. Like Game is a A-list celebrity, and we can't just put it out, just throwing it out like it's just some any old regular degular. We're gonna roll it out. How
has this experience been, taking a hiatus from music and then coming back and having this big feature kind of on your hands? How has this experience been for you? It's
crazy. To me, it's the best experience that I've had within the music industry in a 20-year span.
Yeah.
The energy is there, the timing is right, and the doors are just opening up easily. Just really because his Game name is attached to it. I've been who I am for as long as I've been alive, but these doors are opening up much faster. This record is really taking off down south, on radio. It is, the numbers are crazy. You're looking at the media-based numbers. It's charting. It started off at, I think, 256 on the charts, and within a week it moved into the top 200, moved into the top 100. The record is moving at a rapid pace. Everything is in real time right now.
Well, congratulations on that, man. That's
thank
awesome.
you very much.
As somebody who has been in the LA rap scene for a long time, 2 decades.
Yeah.
Are you someone who's excited about the new people coming up? Kalen For Real, this new wave of LA hip hop. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I am, and it's so dope. Just in this time right now, when I started doing music, you needed a record label. They monopolized the industry to where you couldn't put out music. You had to go to a distribution company for them to press it up. You had to have money to do that. Now, you have a record label in your pocket with your phone. You can create the music, you can put it out in a day or two, and it's out to the world. You have so many resources from back in the day till now. I'm here for it all.
Hell yeah. Well, before we let you go, what is coming up next? Obviously the music video is coming out, but do you have plans heading into 2022? What's on the table? Yeah, so
the music that I'm doing, before I even was doing the record with Game, I was already working on a documentary called Is Child Support Fraud? And the lead singer, and we working on the soundtrack as well. The single with Game is the lead single off of the soundtrack.
Okay.
I was a victim of child support fraud by the Child Support Administration and the County of Los Angeles for 21 years. In 2018, I took the County of Los Angeles to court. I represented myself in a 2-year hearing and got my case dismissed for extrinsic fraud against the County of Los Angeles and the Child Support Administration. And I didn't want my success to be an individual success, so that's when I created ChildSupportersFraud.com, and there I have affidavits that assist mothers and fathers to get out of that system. Because now I always like to say this: I don't advocate for deadbeat fathers. I'm not a deadbeat father. People like to associate child support with deadbeats. I'm a great father. I take great care of my kids. All of my friends, 20-year plus, take great care of their kids. We advocate for just reforming that system because the things that they're doing are illegal. And like I said, my case was dismissed for extrinsic fraud, which is unprecedented.
Well, is that like, so is this something that's ongoing? Like you're currently still dealing with this like in court?
Oh no, well, I have a civil lawsuit against them now. So they offered to pay me back penny for penny once the case got dismissed for fraud. I declined it because you frauded me for 21 years. I need 21 years of damages. So right now I got a civil lawsuit against them, and that's what we're working on right now.
All right, well, before I let you, I gotta ask one thing. I gotta ask, how'd you get the scar? Why do you decide to put that in your stage name?
Because that's who I am. It's always like, you know, TJ who? TJ with the scar. So that's how it came about. But shout out real quick, my cousin Tina, she was fighting with her boyfriend. She threw a vase at him, bust him in the head. The vase split, cut me in the face, and that's how I got the scar.
That's how we're here, TJ with the scar.
TJ with the scar.
Well, I appreciate you coming down, bro. Where can people find you on social media?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TJ with the scar. My Instagram just got hacked on Sunday, so I just created a new one. It's TJ with the scar, no underscores, and that's where you can find me at on all platforms. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TJ with the scar.
All right, well, thank you very much for coming down, bro. Andrew Mason, UNDRGRND Magazine. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for having me. Compton.